Alright, hey everyone. Gonna do a little experiment here. I'm a drummer, if you didn't know, and I have drumsticks everywhere. They wear out, and you just kind of throw them aside, and you think, well, I'll use them for something else, and then they end up getting thrown away, whatever. And I just thought, I bet I can make a pen out of these. So, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna experiment. I'm not gonna cut out anything that didn't work. We're just going to see if using something that's already this small can be turned down to a pen. It's going to use a regular slimline kit, 7mm, and it's going to mark off here what I need for my tubes. Again, don't need to be super accurate, just have a little bit extra so we can have room to trim it down. To be left-handed and right-handed. But I would rather be left-handed. Alright, I'm going to take that over to the bandsaw, cut those up. And I put a little green mark on there to make sure I know where my wood grain is so I can line it up. Now this is the tricky part because it's so small. This drumstick is a standard 5A size. It's just a little over a ½ inch. It's like 0.56, and it just barely fits in my chuck here. So it has to be pretty much as centered as I can get it because there's not really any wiggle room for the drill bit to be going in one side and out the other if it's crooked. So I'm just kind of checking for round there. And good to go. Just going to go ahead and drill that through. Now this is hickory, and it's pretty hard. Most drumsticks are made from hickory, and you can feel it when you're going through. Just right at the end there, you can be really careful again, so you just pop out. So we're going to inspect this and see what we get. And looks pretty good. Almost centered, but plenty to work with. So I went ahead and did the second one after this, and this is where we're going to see some trouble. So I got super excited, like, oh, this is going to work. And I went really fast at the end, and I popped through and cracked it. And there's just a couple of hairlines you can see there. And it's really just about the like a ½ inch or so down. And I thought, I don't want to do this again. I bet I can save this. So I went ahead and put the tube in and just kind of super glued the whole thing together. Put it in a clamp, and I thought, well, just let this dry and then see what happens. And I let it sit for a couple hours and came back and put my barrel trimmer in and trued it up, and it looked really nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn it and see if it cracks in the turn when we get down to the ends, but otherwise it's looking pretty good. And it's already round, so all I need is my round nose scraper, trusty scraper there, and we'll start making some shapes and get it down to looking like a pen. So I went ahead and sanded through 600, just cleaning it up with mineral spirits to check it out. And it looks pretty good. There's not a whole lot of grain work going on, but it was nice. So I did a shellac friction polish there. Just kind of split to it. It doesn't really look any different than the mineral spirits, but I did put that polish on, and that all just came right out of this drumstick. So I think I've got a winner there. You know, it's just something that you can think about. You don't ever really want to throw away a whole lot of stuff. You never know what you can make out of it. So I was pretty pleased with this. And this here is the gripty thing I was talking about in my other video. It's a silicone tray, and just keep your parts from moving around. I can keep the barrels separate, so I know which way is which, and all my parts stay put. And it was a really cool gift. So all in all, it's just a regular slimline pen project, but I got to use some wood that I already had. It's going to go to waste. And if you like a natural finish, just a nice plain wood with a little bit of grain, it feels really nice, and just a cool little project. So got to experiment and got to share that with you. So if you've got some drumsticks laying around, or you know some drummers, grab some, because that's some pretty good wood. That's how it turned out. So thanks for watching, and I'll get some more videos out shortly.